In the 2010 Magners League final, the Ospreys overcame favourites and defending champions Leinster to claim the title. It was the third time the Welsh team have taken the honours in the tournament's 9-year history. But it's another Welsh side that look well placed to challenge this year after winning Europe's second-tier Amlin Challenge Cup last season, the Cardiff Blues. With the season kicking off in just 4 weeks' time, the Blues decided to shake up their preparations and take a training session with a difference at the Royal Welsh Show. Plenty of familiar faces were present, including former All Black Xavier, who's been instrumental to the club becoming a force in European rugby since moving from Auckland 5 years ago.
We kind of battled a little bit. We definitely, we probably were definitely in the top 10 teams in Europe. That's for sure. And we struggled along for quite a while. But obviously, you've seen over the last sort of 5 years, we've made steady improvements, and now I think we're trucking along all right. I think the squad's just improved over the last 5 years. Some players have matured, some new players have come in, some youngsters have now come up through the development stages. Also, just in terms of facilities, our facilities are keeping on improving, and as a squad, we're just growing well and growing together.
Cardiff played in the first ever Heineken Cup final back in 1996. Last year's success in the Amlin Cup, where they beat star-studded Toulon in the final, has raised expectations.
We're at the stage where it's more and more difficult to outdo the last season or the previous season, but something that we've always said, and it's a must really, that every season has to be better than the previous season. And you know, the last couple of years, because we've achieved things, that's getting harder and harder. But certainly what is going to take a massive focus for this season is the Magners League, because that's something that we've been twice, we've been second twice, we've been third once, and we've been fourth once, and we haven't actually got our hands on that trophy. So that's going to be a big goal for us. But the main goal is just to better last season.
One man hoping to bounce back after missing Cardiff's successful end to last season is their long-serving centre Tom Shanklin. The Wales and Lions international had a campaign disrupted through injury, but with a good pre-season underway, is relishing a return to full fitness.
Towards the end of last year, I had a little problem with my knee. It was just a little bit catching, and it was sort of every time I fell on it, I'd get a shoot in pain. And at the end of the season, I think it was the first game back after the Six Nations, and I heard it again. And I just thought, well, I've got to have something done. So I had a knee clean out, keyhole surgery, and after I think it was about 2 months, I was back training. I'm feeling fine now. Obviously missed the end of last year, I missed the tour, but I sort of started my pre-season a little bit earlier. So I've come back for once in good shape.
He's very important. He's established himself as not only a mainstay in the Blues team, but in the national team. Obviously, you know, he's defensively he's very, very well organised. You know, he also wins them collisions 9 times out of 10, and he can create space for people outside him as well. And he's a constant threat, and as I said, he knows the game inside out through experience. So he's a valuable player for any team he plays in.
The English-born Shanklin has won a record 66 caps at centre for Wales, but recognises this season could be a defining one for both club and country.
This is a big year for Welsh rugby leading up to the World Cup now. We've got the autumn internationals, we've got the Six Nations and the pre-World Cup friendlies, and you know, they're all geared and building towards the World Cup. So you know, if we can get that right and get some confidence going into it, then you know, I'm sure we can do better than 4 years ago. I still think I can contribute, you know, well for Wales, and you know, if I didn't think I could, then you know, I'd step out of international rugby. But I do think I've got something to give still, and it's helped me the end of last year. You know, having a bit of a break, not going on tour, coming back now into the Blues, feeling fresh, no injuries, no niggles, and in good condition. So you know, I'm hoping to get a jersey back for Wales. It's going to be difficult, but you know, all I can do is my best really, and make sure I look after myself and my body. And at the moment, I'm in good nick.
The main focus this season for the Blues, or Pinks, might be success in the Magners League, but the Heineken Cup remains the ultimate prize in European rugby. 2 years ago, Cardiff lost out in a historic semi-final penalty shootout against Leicester. Flanker Martin Williams, the unfortunate player, missing the crucial kick. So could this be the year they finally get their hands on the coveted trophy?
any coach that stands up and says doesn't want to win the Heineken Cup's a liar, isn't he? So of course we want to win the Heineken Cup, but we know there's a lot of things that got to go our way. We've got to be playing well, obviously, but as well as that, we've got to have a clean bill of health, because very few teams win the Heineken Cup with 8 or 9 of their best players out. So you've got to make sure your best players are on the field. A little bit of luck as well, and you know, and play your best rugby, because you've got to play your best rugby to get through.